V-O, it's off to camp we go. La 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 to camp. V-O, it's off to camp we go. La 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 to camp. V-O.
Hey!
Oh, I love camp!
Rio!
Welcome to the CampVO podcast featuring world-renowned intuitive Pattie Canova. Stay tuned to the end to watch a sizzle of her show, Sold Out. I promise you, you're not going to want to miss this. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Pattie Canova. Hi, Pattie. Can you see and hear me?
Hi, yes, I can see you and hear you, and it's Canova.
Canova, I'm sorry. I knew I would start off by doing it wrong. I wrote it down even too, Canova. I am so excited to talk to you, and you are going to be sort of the Friday night, it's not entertainment, it's like entertainment almost, but you're going to be the featured person Friday night at CampVO in Texas.
Isn't that wild?
I'm so excited about this. Since I knew we were going to be talking, I've done some lurking and studying of what you've done, and I'm so amazed. I'm almost afraid to talk to you because of how amazing you are and what you've been able to do. But you're a teacher, you're a public speaker, you're a spiritual counselor, you're an author, a writer, and a superstar. So I want to know all about you and what it is that you are going to be doing for us on Friday night at CampVO.
Well, I had a one-woman show called, it had a couple of names. It was called Sold Out, S-O-U-L-E-D.
Right, I watched that, yeah.
It was called 22 Doors. It was called Traveling at the Speed of Enlightenment. It had a couple of names and a couple of resurrections and reincarnations. But it ran off-Broadway and off-Broadway for about 15 years. And it was autobiographical. It talked about how I came up from living in Chelsea and then how I discovered I was psychic. And then in between my personal story, I would be reading the audience. So it was always very well received, but it didn't go very far. I mean, I was in the Village Voice, I was Rolling Stone, said something about me. The Daily Sun, the newspaper that used to be, wrote about me as well. You know, I was on a couple of talk shows, radio shows, things like that.
I was fascinated. I watched one of the clips from your Sold Out session, and in that you talk about being 7 years old and sitting on the stoop, and it was at Chelsea, New York.
Yes.
And having the little boy run by, and then having the voice clear as day in your head, predicting what was going to happen. And that's the first time you said that that's ever happened.
Yes, that was the first time that I was cognizant of actually getting full-on, direct, exact information. It was wild.
It's got to be wild. It's got to be a little bit scary too. I mean,
well, I didn't know. I was 7 years old. I thought that was something that happened to all 7-year-olds. I figured at 7-year-old, you get a voice in your head and it just tells you what's going to happen.
That's amazing. Well, for CampVO, and I'm just going to give this little bit of information, but it's April 30th through May 3rd in Livingston, Texas. It's going to be a really an amazing voiceover conference event, unlike any that's been before. And you're going to be our featured entertainment on Friday. Do you want to tell people what they can expect? Because I also heard that you may be available for personal consultation during.
Yes, we're considering that, whether or not I would do some readings while I was there for a couple of days. What they can expect is that they will be entertained.
That's for sure, based on what I've seen.
They will be entertained. And I think that, because there's so much press and televised information about psychics lately, I don't think it's going to be so startling that someone can or cannot do what they say they're going to do. But it's supposed to be a large group. I will not be able to read everybody in the group, but whoever card or number is called, I will be more than happy to answer a question. So that'll be my show. I will be answering questions.
I'm so excited, and I'm this kind of thing, I mean, I know you're used to all sorts of responses to this,
Right,
and
right.
it's nothing you can control because it's who you are. I'm always a little frightened when I'm around somebody who has your gift,
Hmm.
meaning that I'm, you know, in my head, I'm going like, oh no, please, please don't tell me something about myself I don't want to know. But I think that if people are attending this event, they're going to be flat out amazed and not
Thank you.
shocked, but they're going to be so amazed at what you're able to tell them.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had people say that. I've had people be sitting with friends and I'm answering the question and the friend is smacking them in the arm and saying, "Oh my God, how did you know though? You just had that conversation last night." And um, I don't get caught up in that. I just deliver what I hear to tell the person. And you know, and I do have the reference from the card that they pick that really does help me. It's like a little Rorschach test. It's like a little doorway. And I answer the question based on the card that they chose. And I think that everybody gets the card that they need. And I just trust the process. And so far it's worked for 45 years. So I guess it's
Wow.
okay.
I know that when I watched some of your readings, the hair on my arm stood up a little bit.
Wow.
And then when I've Liz told me that you had had a consultation with her and
Mhm.
something just amazing, you know, was revealed to her. I'm not going to share that
Mhm.
unless I mean, Liz said she wouldn't mind if it was shared, but that kind of thing, sort of like
Mhm.
life-changing information that's
Mhm.
shared just through a card. So everyone will be in the center and watching you on stage and just
Right.
living the experience, even if they're
Right.
not picked to.
Right, because I think that information, there are really only like 7 questions that people can really ask,
Mhm.
even though they're framed in different verbiage. There's only really 7 things that people really ask about. And mostly when you're talking in this kind of metaphor or actuality, a lot of what you're saying to one person pertains to a lot of other people.
Sure.
And you know, people can relate. You know, we know that when we listen to stories, you know, there could be 9 of us in a room and something that's going on in that story is talking to us very directly. So the universality of this is what is really exciting, because in that moment people are there for the same reason and there's a great connection.
Right. Well, have you ever hung out with 150 voice actors before?
Never. Never. I
it's
don't
gonna
even think I've hung out with 3 voice
it's
actors.
it's gonna be because we can be a crazy but very interesting group. I was gonna ask you, do you, in all of your experience, gosh, you said 45 years?
Hmm. Yeah,
Do you
about
have
45 years.
one reading or one experience that was the most interesting or the most impactful for somebody?
Um, Gee, I really don't well, I read this woman and I told her that she had to get her son out of town by March 29th. Otherwise, certain people were going to break down the door and come after her son.
Oh no.
And she listened to me, and at midnight on March 28th, they knocked down the door and came after her son. I think that shocked even me. And I said, like, whoa, holy shit.
Yeah. Here we go again. I don't know if you can see it, but
I think that was pretty startling. But I've had, I, I really don't follow up with my clients. You know, I give them the reading and then they go, and then some will stop by or text me or something and say, you know, Pattie, what you said came true. Or like I had another girl come to me and said that they diagnosed her father with MS, and I said it's not MS, and she said, but Pattie, he went to see 3 doctors. I said, I don't care if he went to see 5 doctors, it's not MS. And she said, what is it? I said, it's something, a disc in the back is sitting on something, and that's what the problem is. And then he finally went to another specialist, and that's exactly what it was. So
wow.
it's not a hit and miss kind of a thing, but it's not an actual science. It's not exactly designed to be in its perfection rhetorically. You may say something and it's not as specific, but it's in the area, you know. And I think that people don't understand what psychics do. I
Right.
don't think people really understand the modality and the environment of what psychics do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because a lot of people have said to me, you make me nervous. And I said, I know you think I'm reading you, but I'm wondering if I did my laundry today. I'm, just not, I'm not, I'm not that interested in other people's lives because I would have to be intrusive, and that's just not what I do.
Well,
Yet, if I'm in the middle of a conversation, I am picking up things intuitively, what's under the words of the conversation.
Well, I cannot wait to meet you, and
Great.
I cannot wait to be there in the room and watch you do what just comes naturally to you. It's not something that it just happened for you, and
It just happened.
and you're able to share it, which I think is totally amazing. Is there anything you want to tell people about how to connect with you when you're at CampVO? Is there like a
I think that will be announced that night. I think that will either
Okay.
be on the entrance, and because I think Liz and I have to confirm that up as to whether or not that I will actually be doing readings when I'm there. We are in discussion about that right now.
Good.
And so that'll be taken care of prior to the event, so nobody will be left out in the dark.
Okay. Well, if you get surrounded and you need a bodyguard,
I'm coming for you.
I'm there, and I'll whisk you away to safety.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is there anything else you wanted to share with us before we say goodbye?
I just want people to have a good time, and to enjoy whatever it is that I'm there to do. And sometimes it's scary, but it's never meant to be cruel or to hurt anybody. It's really meant to inform. That's really all it is. It's just information.
Well, I'm really happy and excited that you'll be there. And again, it's going to be April 30th through May 3rd. Go to castvoices.com and you'll find the link to click on there to get a ticket. Best value, most fun thing in the voice community you'll do all summer. And thanks for spending time with me. And
it's my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
She is a psychological intuitive with a degree in spiritual counseling, a teacher, a renowned speaker. She's the host of her own radio show called Got a Light on Blog Talk Radio. She's an author, and she is just an amazing person. I feel very fortunate to have gotten to meet her, and I'm very excited about tonight's show. So we're in for a real treat tonight. Hold on to your tarot cards, because it's on. Please join me in welcoming the star of Sold Out, Pattie Canova.
People, I found out for many years of doing this kind of work, that everybody's basically asking the same question. And if you pay attention and you really listen, you'll hear it too. I hear things under the words. So when people meet me, they want to know, or they think they want to know, but they don't breathe until my lips stop moving. Now, I don't know what to call what it is that I do. Some people think that what I do is very sacred. Some people think that what I do is very holy, possibly the key to heaven. Other people have told me that what I do is the devil's work, whatever. I have no idea what it is. All I know is sometimes I call it a pain in the ass, and it has been known to scare the hell out of me. So the first time I hear the voice, I'm 7 years old, and I'm sitting on a stoop in Chelsea, New York. And a little boy runs in front of me. And I'm watching him as he's approaching. And just as he passes me, I hear this voice, clear. He's going to get hit by a car. And I guess at some point when he reached the corner, I hear a woman scream, a bang, a crash. Oh my God, that little boy, he just got hit by a car. I'm 7 years old, and I'm sitting on a stoop. I have no idea that not everybody in the entire world can do this.
The way that it works is that she has, at the beginning of the show, there's a deck of tarot cards, so when you check in, you just pick a card. And then she'll pick a card from her deck, and then whoever's card she picks, that person gets a chance to ask a question. So she picked my card.
We've got the Three of Pentacles.
Hi, I'm Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, I wanted to ask about my career. It's something that I love to do, so I wanted to know.
You're getting an offer.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're getting an offer, and this is a time for you to start to build your reputation. And look at where you sabotage yourself. Don't undermine yourself. Take it, even if it's small. 7 of Wands.
And my question was about my career, and it was awesome. She said that I would be offered a small job and that I should take it because it's going to lead to bigger jobs. And I mean, within a week, I was offered this job, and it turned out to be a really good job.
Judgment.
She said certain things. Oh my God, go back and watch it again. Y'all have no idea. It's the real deal. I want to know what this means and why it came to me the way it did.
Is that a butterfly?
Yeah.
Metamorphosis and its transformation. Why it came to you? Did it come off a dead body?
I used to work with the medical examiner's office, yeah. I always carried this amulet. I lost my grandmother about 7 years back. And she said some things to me that have just been with me still. My name is Joseph, JT.
Hi, Joseph.
And why is it so damn hard to get out of taxi?
Because you're an angry man and you don't have any faith. You should know better. Has a very loving woman attached to it. You have a grandmother. Hey, that loved you very much. What the fuck is wrong with you? I know that. Yeah, but you forget that.
It was a beautiful experience for me. I was a little vulnerable and she read me, and now she just saw I needed love.
And try so hard. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. You're a good man. You're a good man. You made a lot of shitty mistakes, but you're a good man. Talk to your grandma. Keep that card. And this, just put it away until you know the whole story. Yes. Right in the rose bush. Put it right back in the rose bush.
Sometimes being vulnerable means you're going to be receiving love from somewhere, from someone. And Pattie was one of those beautiful people that just seemed to have that energy about her.
I am very excited to introduce our surprise guest for the evening, and I want to reiterate that Pattie has no prior knowledge of who it is tonight. So please welcome Joey and Linda Kramer. Hi.
I'm curious to know whether you can tell me whether or not my second business is going to work out.
Well, give me 3 cards from anywhere in that deck, and we're going to find out. This is what I do best.
Okay. On top of each other?
Now, you can just give them some.
2.
Okay. The idea for the second business is very good. You have to go back to the drawing board. You have to figure something out. You have to look at this more closely, because this is the building of a project. And this is really good. You're going to be buying land. Are you buying land?
Yes.
Nice. It's about the land. But what you're hoping for and what you're wishing for right now, that sense of fulfillment is not denied you. It's that you're in the process of working to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a new horizon.
Right.
I have no idea what you do. I'm thinking you're in the music business. Would this be something that you do?
Yes.
Okay. December, January presents you with an offer. I would suggest that you take it. There's marriage. You guys are married?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this not the first marriage?
Correct.
That's correct.
Are there children from other people?
Yes.
Nobody could know those things. Boom, boom, boom. It was one after the other, the things that she was saying.
Unpredictable. She can be very unpredictable. She's gonna say things you didn't want her to say, do things you didn't want her to do, and just know things you didn't expect her to know.
The healing that came to me from once I was a child was that's when I began to play music.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing that my whole life for the last 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the most healing thing that I did.
but it was triggered because it was in response to something that was not healing.
Yes. It was in response to an abusive childhood.
Yes.
And
Was your father alcoholic?
mhm.
He was a rage alcoholic.
Yep. It was abusive physically, mentally, spiritually.
It'll change your world. It really will. It's a great experience. You should. I recommend that for everyone. But I don't care who you are, when you walk in that room after the show, you have to, something changes. You're changed no matter what. I don't care who you are and what you believe, you're changed.
Cards start talking to me. And the first card I pick is the Fool. And it says to me, I am, you are, we are the holy child of God. And this is your call to awaken. The Magician, you are at a crossroads, and I am the skills and tools you will need for your journey. The Empress, I am the mother. I am all mothers. I am how you nurture and how you will allow yourself to be nurtured. The Emperor, I am how you will see the world. I am your spirit call. The High Priestess, I am meditation and intuition. I am the dream, and you are seeking the dreamer. The Wheel of Fortune, I am your karma, your destiny, your fate, and I am the spiritual script you agreed to before you got here. The Moon, I am the card of the mystic. At times you will feel you are losing your mind, but I am the dreamer.
Hey, can't wait to see you at CampVO. Be sure and get your shots, and if you can get a lawyer on retainer, do it.